The views expressed in this video presentation are my opinions and not necessarily the opinions of guests and others sharing or reposting this video. The content is produced only for educational and informational purposes. Do not regard any statements in this video as a recommendation to buy or sell any financial instrument. Investing comes with risk to loss of principal. Always conduct your own research and seek guidance from a professional investment advisor. I'm not a professional investment advisor. And neither is my co-host today, Trader Scientist, and neither is later on we will be joined by Lionel Gann. Welcome, brother. Welcome.
What's going on? What's going on, Dr. Will?
Doing good, so y'all should hear me better now. So yeah, we're gonna kick this off today, talking about some altcoins, as they are called. Let's see, let me set up here with get my screen share readjusted to other things we need. Yeah, get it. There we go. So, what's up with the altcoins? What made you peek over at the altcoins, Trader Scientist?
Well, Dr. Will, I had saw that Bitcoin was kind of topping out, and I had decided to look at the BTC pairs of the altcoins, and I saw Ethereum was looking pretty good. So I had started looking at the other ones, and then of course they were some noticeable ones like Neo and ZRX had popped off. So I was like, uh-oh. I'm trying to see what other ones may be looking to follow. The charts are looking good though. That's why I had caught my eye.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's see, while you setting up your screen share, get yours ready. I'll at least bring up Bitcoin for us to peek at it. And then by the time we get good at peeking at it, then you can show us what you were looking at on your own chart. So get your screen share set up, and let me bring up Bitcoin. Let's see. Earlier today, I had my little portfolio of farmers. Well, now I got some cryptos. Okay, so let me put this Bitcoin USD. Gotta have that in there. It's not what we're concentrating on today, but we're gonna start there since that's kind of the one that everyone looks at. When people say how are the cryptos doing, they pretty much mean Bitcoin as a jumping off point, and then we go dig deeper from there. Let's see, let me Bitcoin USD. Okay, we got a daily chart. They get rid of those other things at the bottom. Let's see, what we have here today is two traders. I am let's say I use a little bit more than price action. I use oscillator, so that takes me out of that camp. I use a little bit of Elliott wave theory and some candlestick theory. So Trader Scientist, he's a price action trader. He's pretty good, actually, very, very good. So you guys need to check out his game. He's trying to polish it up over here. It's not that we're saying that we're pros. We're working toward it. We're putting in the work, and I want you to see his work today. See how it holds up. I'm gonna put some stuff on the record here today, and you'll see how we do. Maybe we'll come back next week, and you'll see how it holds up. What we say today. Let's see. Now, where's your screen share?
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
All right, can you see?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me zoom in on the daily, or zoom out to the daily. So this is Ethereum to Bitcoin. You see how low we are in this range. If we can get a nice little retracement that we had here.
I'm
So
sorry. What time frame are we looking at?
this is the daily.
Yeah. You know what? Start with Bitcoin for me. Tell me what it is exactly you saw in Bitcoin that made you even want to look further into other coins.
Okay, hold on. BTC. Go to BitLay.
So, like I said, everyone, he's a pure price action trader. He has these other like volume and stochastic up on the chart for my benefit, really. Yeah,
Okay, that's better. All right, so this is Bitcoin. I saw that we had got pretty close, pretty much had went over this high and had started to come down for a little retracement. We're still not completely bearish, but it looked like it was about to turn. So I had saw that it was about to go down a little bit. So that's what made me start looking at the other.
Can we zoom in on that part you were just pointing to, just a little bit, just so people can see what you know? Okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
Yeah. So then I started to look at when it was up here. I started looking at the altcoins, and so this is a daily. Like if you look at 0x, look at this.
Wow.
This I said, wow. Look, yeah, this just popped up. This is the weekly chart I'm on. So if we go to the daily, just huge moves took place a couple days ago. So
It's a big volume.
yeah, I was like, yeah, this is a definite trend change to say the least. And then you got ADA or Cardano. If you look at what Dollar Will likes to talk about the stochastic, I'm supposed to say is this a positive thing right here.
Yeah, it's over sold. Yeah.
And it's about to cross over.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had saw that it was also at pretty low. So I had went long. Where did I get in at? I had got in with Ethereum. That's the one I was trying to show. Let me see. One moment. Let me pull that up. Let me see. Okay. Go.
Your screen share dropped off. There you go.
All right. So for Ethereum to Bitcoin, right? Like at the same time when it was down here, I didn't have this on, so I just put this up, but I had zoomed in on the lower time frames.
Yeah, I want to repeat that for everybody again. He didn't use that oscillator. Now I do. So he found that low or discovered that low without the aid of any oscillator. But different strokes, different styles.
Yeah. So I had saw that I got a nice little reaction after it hit down here, and then I was like, yeah, I think this is a good area to get in. So I put my entry in. I got in around here, and I think we can go a little bit higher. I don't like this part. I don't know what was going on with this today.
Mm-hmm.
That was very random, but you got a little bit of resistance to get through. If it can get through this area right here,
Go back to that view right before that. No, the scale before the one we're looking at now.
this right here.
Yeah. Let's deal with that, because when you jump, it kind of takes me. I lose my place where we are in terms of what time frame is this?
This is the 1 hour.
Okay, open that up just a little bit more. Okay. So, and this thing has been falling. So it's that cliff that it jumped off, where it really started going down, as opposed to sideways. What time frame? What day is that?
April 29th.
Okay. Okay. So in this bottom, what day is that?
May 7th.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So that was what, Thursday?
Yeah, this other day.
Thursday. Okay. Good. 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 So what? So give us how. What do you? What's your plan? How long? Now I want to be clear for people. Are we talking about a trade? Or are we talking about like a more longer term position that you're talking about holding it? What's your context? For this trade.
This may turn out to be a longer trade that I may have to hold. I'm not sure how many days, but I am trying to see if we can get above this area here. But if we do, then I think we have some more space to go back up and at least up to this area. Because if we look on the well, you don't like your fib retracements. First of all, this is very clean up here. So I'm there's a lot of liquidity. I know we've had spoke about that before, as far as people's stop losses are up there. The people who are short,
Right.
and that are correct, their stop losses will be right here. So if we do start like getting some momentum, like on a retracement, this is the 50 right here. So we may have to, do a couple like dollar will say 8 was an ABC, or if it's impulsive, it'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, I'm gonna at least try to see if I want to see if we can get how we close was today. Today closes in like 12 minutes. So yeah, today's gonna be critical, because if it started coming back down, I might try to get out. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of watching it right now.
Yeah. So what time frame is this?
This is the daily chart.
Okay. Let's see. Open it out. Open it out just a little bit. Okay. So this is. Let me see. So to the left, let me see all of it from the left. Let me see the high, scale it right. Let me see the whole thing. I'm just trying to get the picture in my mind. What does this look like compared to, say, Bitcoin? Okay. So did this pretty much start declining right with Bitcoin?
I'm not 100% sure, because I know like when sometimes they're correlated, sometimes they're not.
That's I'm just curious. Overlay Bitcoin with this. Bitcoin, what, US dollar? I'm just curious. I just want to see what the heck this is. This is not a market that I personally trade a lot. So trader scientists and say Lionel, they are more familiar with these particular symbols. We can see I got my answer that is no, because if you can look back to the left further, this one peaked before Bitcoin. You see it? You see it to the left there? Yeah, it peaked before Bitcoin. So it started really declining before Bitcoin declined.
Like they inversely correlated generally.
Yeah, let's see now. Let's see. So move the left edge to where the Bitcoin peak. Put the Bitcoin peak at the left edge of the screen.
Like this?
Yeah, that's good. That's okay. So there's a little bit of a lag between them. Okay. I just generally want to know that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take it off now. I just needed to get a sense of that's an interesting correlation. And there are times when they move opposite,
Mm-hmm.
for periods. That's interesting. Like I said, I don't really follow the space. So now here, just looking at this right here, you see that you have a high that we're looking at on the left, and then we got a high here on the right. It did not make a higher high. Why do you think it will now?
I'm not saying necessarily it's going to make a higher high.
Hmm.
I'm just playing a bounce for right now because I know it's gonna have to probably come back down at some point, and that's when it's gonna get tested. Because again, this is clean too, so we're in a range right now. If we let's see what we look like on the higher time frame. Higher time frame. Yeah, you can see we're just going sideways.
In fact, if you look at that, if you really look at it, keep it. Don't go to another frame. You see the descending highs, and then you have the ascending lows. You got a symmetrical triangle.
Yeah,
So that's
it's
so now the thing about that, it can break either way,
yeah.
but when it does break, it's going to be nasty. So of course, everybody, or every trader knows to use stop losses, but you really, really want to make sure you're doing that when you're dealing with like a this type of consolidation pattern. It can break out either direction, and if you're wrong, you can pay, pay dearly, because these patterns break out. They usually break out violently. Now people who have built whole trading strategies around looking for these types of setups because they want to be in them for that breakout. And so this is what time frame is this again?
This is a monthly now.
Right. Let me see a weekly. Okay. Yeah. I'm I'm inclined to doubt this thing is going to go higher. That if you put drew a resistance trend line across those highs right there,
Mm.
yeah, I would suggest that that watch what it does as the price gets close to that, because if it dies or starts to flip there, it's telling you that it's honoring that symmetrical triangle pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a clue as it gets close to that area. Watch and see what it does. But your natural resistance on the way up, your price action area up to that consolidation above it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, yeah, right below that. It could get there.
Mm-hmm.
So in the short term, you can make a little change, but
Yeah, you
as
got
it
to get
gets
through
close,
this.
to that resistance, that downward resistance, that the resistance trend line, I would I'm biased in favor of it going down, but whatever it is, just pay special attention to what it does at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And but if it broke up to the upside, you wouldn't care one bit, because you'd be making big money. It would really pop huge. But then again, like in the near term, it seems like it's trying to go up and retest that area.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to see if we can get through that. Because if we get through that, then I think we're gonna be sitting pretty for a little bit. But is this anything right here? Let's see. For sure.
Okay, if you go back, there's that low to the left there. That's the. Remember, we were looking at the monthly chart and it showed the higher lows. That's it. So you can connect that to the low to the left, even further left. I'm sorry. Yes, that's it. That's what you were looking at on the monthly chart.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just looking at like the stochastic part right here. Is this like you
Mm-hmm.
said the divergence?
I don't think that's severe enough to really be a divergence.
Okay.
Not, it would be more radical than that.
All right. Then let me look at.
And generally you would be measuring that from the top. You would, it would be like the peaks.
For all from the peaks. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I was like, I don't even like using.
Like you can take that, see that, go back where you just were, where you are down on stochastic, where you were just touching it. Go back to the time frame you were just looking at.
This one right here.
No, you were looking at a different time frame a second ago.
The weekly.
Something you just hit. No, go after that because you moved the scale and it
Oh, I went
changed.
to a different chart. This one right here.
Oh, God, yeah. Like, what is this?
This is
I'm
a
looking.
different chart. This is 0x.
Oh, okay. So you just whole different symbol. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Because I do see. Go ahead. So are we done with the other chart?
Yeah.
And what was that we were just looking at? Cardone,
That was Ethereum.
Ethereum,
So Bitcoin.
Ethereum, Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Let's see.
Oh, and then we go back to 0x. On the weekly, it's really looking strong. The weekly closes on
Okay, what is
tomorrow.
it? Tell me something. Do you know anything about this particular coin?
Not at all. I don't really care. I just
Hey,
look at the
I'm with
chart.
you, man.
I
That's
look
how
at
we
the
do.
chart.
That's how we technical purists do. We don't care because we're not going to be in it that long. We just trying to. We see a setup on a chart. We see a trade. It could be a bag of rocks. Okay, but we're not trying to hold it for a year or months and months. So as long as that setup lasts, we're in and out. We're in and out. So it's a different mindset. It's not investing. Okay, we're not marrying this stuff. All right. So go for it. And tell me, just looking at this to the left, okay, you gotta get a scale, man. Stick with it get a scale and kind of hold it there so I can
Oh, okay. Okay.
kind of get used to it. Open it up. Okay. I can see what my question right here. So I don't really have a question on this. And what time frame is this?
This is the monthly.
Okay, let's step through from weekly. Let's go down to weekly. Big volume. Let me see more of that data to the left. Yeah, zoom out a little bit. Okay, there you go. And let me see the daily. Zoom out. I am kind of liking this one. I'm liking this one.
Yeah, it pumped more
Now,
overnight.
here's the only thing is okay. What's the peak of that price? If you
Up
look,
here.
I'm sorry, the pop all the way to the left, the current candlestick. You're the pure price action guy, but if you look all the way to the left, you see all even further. Nope, I'm sorry, just left, horizontally left where that price peak is. Go back to the price peak of the current candlestick.
Right here.
Yeah, move horizontally to the left. Keep going. Bam. Okay, so that's something to pay attention to. Let me see a 4 hour. Yeah, see, I would say this. You price action folks. I give y'all this as an advantage because I really like the cash oscillator. I don't just push the button because it crossed. I mean, I think these people that don't trade the oscillators give or don't use the oscillators. I think they give people that do use the oscillators they misrepresent how we use the oscillators. People say, "Oh, you just press it when it crosses." No, we don't. No, we don't. It's just like a hint, a suggestion, and then we look further after that. But no, we don't. So but there, yeah, that you have to be taught how to use it, or you have to lose enough, which is how I learned. You have to lose enough, make enough mistakes, and you realize, oh, it doesn't work that way. So everybody listening, you need to be in some group somewhere. You need to have somebody telling you the mistakes that they made, that you don't do it. But yeah, this that's the only thing that's jumping out at me with this is that where it reached that resistance area all the way to your left, okay, and then it's putting a little pause in it, a little bit of a pause in it for me. Go back to the daily.
This is the daily.
It's the daily. Okay, a little bit of pause. But hey, if you want to use a stop loss, you can give it a shot.
I'm not trying to get in that right now.
Yeah, right. Because I wouldn't. I don't like that.
Oh, I'm buying this right now.
That particular area. Where it's sitting. And this is what's the symbol? What's the currency quote? What is it?
ZRX BTC.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. So what's your take on this? Are you trying to take a flyer on it, or you're in watch mode, or what?
I'm in watch mode on this. I'm gonna see how far it retrace.
Right.
Or if we start getting above this and start finding support, then
I don't
that's
think
on.
it's going much above it.
Yeah, we'll have to see if it's able to do that. Because if we get some daily candle closes above this, then we have to talk. But this is not the most efficient price action. But yeah, I'm watching it right now to see what it's gonna do.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of. I think that's kind of where I come down on this too, because you got another level of resistance right above it. Let's see a little bit more of the information to the left. Even more. There you go. See, yeah, right at you got another level that's not that far away. You see it to the left.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. So what's the real payoff? That's not that's just not what for. So again, this gets into the style of trader that the person is. If they're just scalping, trying to get a small amount, or how much money they're trying to take. That's not enough for me. So yeah, this is not worth the squeeze. The juice ain't worth the squeeze, probably for this one. But we can watch.
When I had sent you the message, I think it was just
This was
about the end
before
of
that
this
big
day.
pop.
Yeah, it was before it. So we
Oh man.
That's why I
Oh
was like,
man.
yeah, not y'all seeing the after. Oh, it was like, hey, it's looking good, Pop. So that's
Wow.
why that's why I was reaching out to him. But okay, then we move into eight. I think we did Cardano. Did we do Cardano already? Let's see. Yeah, I had a few of them that I wanted to show. I know Neo, it popped as well. It looked a little better. It can't lose this low. If it lose this low, it's over. That's for sure. It's probably gonna try to go down here. But yeah, I think it's probably you might want to retrace and then go.
Let me see a weekly. And let me see a 4-hour.
Check this off.
Okay, let me see a weekly again. And let me see more data. Get the whole thing on screen for me. That looks interesting. Draw a trend line on that down slope from the top. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. You got it. This looks pretty similar to the one we just saw.
That's what I'm saying. Don't this look kind of nice?
I mean, yeah, but you know what? Deceptively so,
Yeah.
because if you look at it, it's some. The upside don't look that
much
attractive.
more.
You know what I mean? It looks like it's got like lots. It's got resistance trouble.
Gonna hit around here, this area. But if you can get through that, I mean, this held for right now. That's why I said this candle got a hold, but I think it will want to go up some more. Then we'll see if it starts, like you say, facing resistance and then come down.
No, I think we got think we got another. I think the best thing you can hope for this. I think you got another leg coming down. I think. Yeah. I think you got and I guess if we were talking Elliott wave terms, I'd say an ABC pattern, or you got another leg or fractal coming down. The best you can hope is that it don't make a lower low lower than this. That would be. In the near term. In the short term, I think that move is most likely next. But
let's see these lows.
it's interesting. Now I'll tell you what the argument is against me. Argument against me is that last candlestick. The most zoom in on it.
This one?
Yeah, and that whole section, that whole sideways. And this is a weekly we're looking at?
Correct.
Let me go down to a daily, please. Is this I got my answer. I can see. Let's see. I'm trying to keep it. Go down. Go to a 4 hour. Man, this is tricky here, but I still don't trust it. Zoom. Let me zoom in on that price action at the top. At the
very top of the.
No. Top of that big candlestick right there. Yeah.
Here. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah. Hold on. 2. And go down to a 2 hour. What I'm doing is I'm breaking up those big candlesticks to see even more and more detail of what's going on. I got the big view. I'm trying to get the zoom in on those candles. Yeah. So I can see that. I'm trying to see if this thing is dying. You know. Yeah, it looks like it wants to go down a little more. The question is it going to break this uptrend? Break below these like the lower candlesticks in this section? That's the question, you know. So and the next time this thing starts trading, I would be in watch mode to see if that held. I'm of the bias that it's not going to. You know,
it's not going to continue up.
In the near term, at least, that it's not going to hold. Not that this stop the low right to the left. I'm sorry. The few candlesticks. That's not going to hold.
That's fair. Yeah.
And if that doesn't hold, we could get it could give back a lot of what this nice pop that made this thing look attractive in the first place. It could all go in this one move.
It's gonna bark down.
Yeah. So like the party could be over, and so that's the tricky part about trading is, and this is really for the audience because you guys know that we're trying to judge: are you coming in at the beginning of the show or the end of the show? That's the hope. That's the game, because when people are used to seeing, people get brave when they see a big move, a big pop. They want to get courageous, and so part of trading is kind of like unlearning, learning to be suspicious of that, not seeing something that popped as a invitation for you to buy it. You have to like really evaluate whether are you the coming in at the end, Is it 3 o'clock in the morning? Is this when the fight getting ready to happen? So, so yeah, so I would be in watch mode in the when this thing resumed trading, and I would see if it held that low. If it that low pressured again, that we would, yeah, I would be checking that out. They'd have to prove that to me. And if it did not, which I don't think it will, okay. But if it did, then I would be encouraged. So what would I be looking for? I'd be looking for the zoom in on those set of candles again. All right, so I'd be looking for the price to move higher than the previous candlesticks. It's got to do something. Right now, we have what we call an inside move. This current candlestick is inside. It's neither above the one before it or below it. It's just sitting there as an inside play. So what's it going to do next? You know, so in order for me to be bullish, it had to prove it. It had to at least defeat the candlestick right to the left of it. Do something aggressive and bullish, you know, to win my favor. But I don't think it's so. So one of two things is going to happen. It's either going to go higher than the say one or two candlesticks previous to it, or it's going to go and take out that low that I'm concerned about. You know, touch that lower part. There you go. And I would just watch and see. I would watch and see, but I'm not optimistic about it. Yeah, but this is a tricky one because when you look at this on the daily chart,
Okay,
your first instinct is okay. This looks like it might be something. Let me see it all. Get the price completely on the screen. Yeah. Let me see all that. Let me see the stuff on the left, even more left. There you go. Give me a can I get a resistance, a horizontal resistance trend line at that peak?
Here?
Whichever is the highest, either that peak or the one to the right, whichever one is the highest. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. See that? So when you're just looking at it, you're like, okay, yeah, that looks like it looks good until you really look and see the resistance in that area. And you go, okay, well, maybe not, maybe not. And so, you know, like we already drilled down on the. Is this the one we were just looking at with the big candlestick? Where'd it go?
It's right here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's right. Yeah, see, a long day, man. That's right. We went out to the daily. We were down to 2 hours, right? So we already just looked at that current candlestick, and I am not optimistic that it's going to go higher. Okay, so then and the high and the resistance here is hit a price area that is problematic ever since the price dropped below this horizontal line. It has had difficulty going above it. Okay, so it's got a lot to prove. So nah, I'm not a fan of it. But the point of this is to build that argument, and get your signal, your points, like your higher points and your lower points, and you're looking for the price to show you a structure, and prices that go down make lower lows and lower highs, prices that go up make higher highs and higher lows. And right now, on this current candlestick, the closest one that we were looking at, it's doing neither. It's just kind of going sideways. So I would wait for some kind of structure to present itself. But just looking at it in the bigger sense, I don't think it's going to break above that horizontal trend line that it's been fighting.
This one right here?
The one at the top. But zoom out. Let me see that one. That's not the zoom out. Okay. Yeah.
That's wrong. Right.
Hold on. Both of them actually. I don't think that candlestick, the current price, is going to go through either one of them. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I would watch in the beginning, When this thing resumed trading, I would watch, and it'll show me something at that point. So,
Yeah, I want to see it go up. That's what I'm thinking, leaning towards. But we'll see. Yeah,
how high do you think it could go?
we'll see how it act around here. But this is clean.
No, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm
Yeah,
saying I would wait. For me, for my style, I would wait, and it could start going up, taking out those areas that I was concerned about. It could do that in the first couple of minutes. Okay, and so then my perspective on it could change at that point.
right. Yeah, I get you
Right.
saying.
Yeah. I'm just saying for right now, when you zoom in on the current candlestick again, near the end.
So it's like a doji.
Yeah, let me see. I can't even really see this. Okay. Yeah. It's just thing. It's just kind of going, going sideways, and it didn't. It's not higher, not lower. It's an inside move.
Well, this candle right here, we just started like 17 minutes ago. But so it ain't been that long. But yeah, we got to see how it activates when it does retrace. Because I'm leaning toward
What
it at
time
least.
frame are we looking at?
This is the daily.
Okay, so you're saying it just started at 7. When did that candle? When you just said it just started 17 minutes ago, what do you mean?
The daily candlestick that we're seeing right now. You see over here, it got the 23. 40. Oh, look at that going up now. Let's see what it do. What's it? Yeah, 23:42. That's how many hours and seconds it got, or minutes it got, before it go to the next candlestick. So yeah, it just started at 7 o'clock my time. I'm central, so it's 8 o'clock my time.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. That's throwing me off. All right. And let's look at a smaller time frame. I just want to see what it's doing. This thing is. All right. So you might get an answer.
Just trying to make a move. If it ran this low, is it gonna go?
But hey, but this is where you're playing probability. Look, you would put a stop loss in here right below that. So this is your paper.
Right,
yeah, this is your paper trading account.
Yeah, it's the paper trading primarily. I'm not even trading this one because I'm not on Binance. So, but I looked at it though because I am thinking about going ahead and making that move. Stuff start looking too good.
Yeah, no, I was saying if you feel that strongly about it, if you just paper trading, take a move, put a stop loss in case you're wrong. I mean, this looks encouraging, but if you look at that high, then zoom it up again where you just had it. Zoom in on it. See this again. Now you see that high. We never challenged it. Let's just look at this for a minute. What time frame is this we looking at?
This is a 1 hour chart.
Okay. Yeah, we never challenged it. Let me see, go to that same area in a 1 minute chart. Same area. We never retested that high. Let's see what happens.
I'm trying to see.
You're trying to see how far back that thing is.
Okay, so we're here.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't really need to see it. Let's zoom in on the current. Yeah. Let's just see what happens. Usually what happens when prices make a high, they have to go back and test it. They have to challenge it. The prices, it may go higher or it may fail to go higher. That's happens every time. It's either going to go higher or it's not. And so we can watch on.
Hold up. This is major. Hold on. Golly. This one's dumping.
Okay, this is a different stop.
This is Bitcoin. It's dumping now. It just jumped from God. Let's see what it do. Oh shoot.
Okay, let's pause for a second. Pause. The symbol we were just looking at was what?
That was Neo, and it's trying to go up.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Don't change the screen.
Okay.
And what's the symbol?
NEO.
Slash what?
BTC. BTC.
Okay, so that means Bitcoin weakness means
Golly,
strength. Hold
bro.
on. It means strength for this because you're trading a relationship of one to the other. So now you know why. So now you know why this thing is rising.
Bro, hold on. This is major. This is double. How much is it double? Golly, this is a daily chart. People, okay, so we get because I was gonna try to trade this. Golly.
Oh, you thought this was going higher?
No, I was gonna try to. I was like I said, I was short looking for. I didn't know it was gonna drop this hard.
And this is Bitcoin US dollar.
Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. See, this is everybody knows I'm dollar. I am dollar bullish in this period. I'm not dollar will because I'm dollar bullish. No, don't think that. I'm because of the chart setup of the U.S. dollar, and so since this Bitcoin is paired with the U.S. dollar, all rises have to be faded. Have to be faded. So
yeah, now we got to look and see if Bitcoin ruining the party. Yeah. So Bitcoin ruined the party. All that got just wiped out.
Right now, okay. So let's leave Bitcoin alone. Let's go back to the other one we were looking at. Let's just stay there for a minute. I want to see something. Oh, this is the one we were just looking at.
Yeah, it hit the line and
died. Okay. All right. So let's zoom back out. Let's go back to 1 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour.
1 hour. 1 hour.
So it went and retested that high, and it's not over yet. I needed to make go lower. Well, it did go lower than the previous candles. Let's see. Yeah, I want to give this a little time. We can see how this play. But yeah, we catching it at the right time. You're looking at how a trend dies, basically. You're in the picture of death. Let's go back down to the 1 minute.
Oh, so that's
we're gonna see how this play out, because this thing seems like it's not going to be long before it either goes higher or breaks through or the floor falls out.
I'm looking at
look, it did not go lower. This little move down, it didn't make a lower low. That's what I wanted to come down to this 1 minute chart for. I wanted to see that, and it didn't. It could push higher. Let's see if it's going to make this new high. What's it going to do?
If BTC range, then the alts I think could go.
No, this is not one of them that we superimpose the Bitcoin over this, but we'll see what this does.
Because the fact that Bitcoin just dropped like $1,400 and this barely moved.
Yeah, it looks like it wants to fade, but now the key thing though is when it went up and touched that orange line and came down, it did not go make a lower low relative to that low at the left. So until it does that, the uptrend is still safe, but I don't think it's gonna hold. We'll see if it holds now.
What did the thing go to then?
We'll see if it holds now.
Dang, 181. Golly. Hey, that was mean. That was mean. Good thing I wasn't trying to overtrade.
Look, it's not, but hey, the volume is moving up. Got good trend in volume. But I'm still saying that until it does something, it's still kind of in between. It had to take out this low from where it just started its rise. You see what I'm talking about?
This one right here.
Yeah. It's either got to do that or keep going higher or something. So it's just like we're still kind of in between.
Oh man! So what you call is going up now?
I'm still kind of I'm not buying. Okay, I'm not real enthusiastic about this thing.
This one went up. That's the one I'm in.
Now again, all of this is still based on what your trading style. You know, some people are just trying to get a few dollars. So, and I'm not putting it down. That's a style. I mean, if they can consistently get a few dollars, those few dollars add up to a good living. I'm not putting that down.
Let's go. Come on, let's get through this part right here. Let's go so we can hit these highs up. That's gonna be cool. We do this. Right now, let's see. I don't like that decrease in volume, but let's see.
Right. So that's your divergence right there. Okay. So that's kind of giving you a clue. So or zoom out a little bit more or see more data. I mean, in the big picture, we're still talking about catching a counter trend move. Okay. All of this stuff is essentially moving down, right? So this is the one that had, this is the one, just so if I'm remembering correctly, this is the one that had the symmetrical triangle, right?
Correct.
Okay, zoom out so we can see more of that triangle, just so everybody can get their perspective. Draw the support at the bottom of the triangle so people can see. No, let's go all the way back to the left. No, let's go back further left, right. Well, where you were, yeah, let's do that. Just so people can see what I'm seeing. That's a
this line or this one?
Yeah, the support, make it a support below the price. There you go, below the price. There you go. So yeah, that's what I just wanted people to see what I was seeing. So I'm,
Oh, that's gonna go.
Yeah, and we said earlier that it could come quite a bit. So yeah, this was a good play, but in terms of whether this thing is gonna break out top side and continue going higher, that's the question. How far is it gonna go? That's the question.
Oh, I just hit my profit target. Okay, that's all I needed.
Right.
So I'm out there. I'm straight now.
So you were just in this for a trade as it approached that diagonal trend line. That was your interest in this trade, right?
Yeah, I had saw that. Like I said, it was looking like it was about the bottom, man. I wasn't trying to be too greedy because now that I see it, like it could go a little bit higher, but especially with how it's.
What's commit to a target?
I'm already out.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I got out like because I knew I was targeting up here, but I be getting front ran. They like to play them games, so I front ran myself and look like I got out up here then.
Show me something. Get a horizontal trend line. Let me show you something.
Where are you from up here?
Yeah, and put it. I want you to take the trend line and just move higher. I'm gonna show you something.
Check the trend line.
I'm sorry, horizontal. And come down to right like where the price low is.
Right here.
Just kind of slightly move it up, and see where. Just keep moving it up. Just keep moving it up more and more and more, and you can kind of see where it has touched. So that would be one area of caution. Move it up. Okay, that's the whole zone. So that's another zone. Move it up. Yeah, come down a little bit. Come down. That general area that would be the next for me, But like you said, you had a target, you got it, good for you.
Oh, look at that! Now
I think this thing could go. It wouldn't surprise me if it approached that resistance. If it got all the way up to zoom it back out. I want to see that congestion near the top where you see that area way up there. I'm sorry, come right the base of that sideway. Don't open it up no more. Just move the horizontal line up higher.
Oh, the horizontal, okay.
To the floor of that sideways move. Yeah, stop right there. It would not surprise me if it did that. It wouldn't surprise me if it did that. But the point of it is this is not like a long-term trade kind of thing. It's you're trading within certain parameters. You're just trying to take a defined amount and get out. But for the longer term trade is to short this stuff. Okay, that's the longer term stuff. The longer view is to short this stuff.
What is it doing right now?
You know. So what's up, CR Frank? Maddie Ghost. Maddie Ghost. I think they got a shadow ban or something, man. That long video we did this morning, you know, I can't find it. You gotta search within YouTube to find it. It doesn't even show up on my channel, you know. What's up, Iori? What's happening?
This ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. What's up? What's up? Doug be simping. Doug be simping. What's happening? Nate in the house. Black Torch, what's happening? Mike V.
That's major.
In the house. Brandon L. Brother Brandon, I'm everywhere on these YouTube streets. A lot of places I go, Brandon L will be there. I don't know what's up with that. we got the same taste in every places we like, the stuff we like to hear. We in a lot of the same places, you know. Triple Lex, what's happening? Welcome. What's happening? Who else we got riding with us? Nate. So, but yeah, y'all, I don't Sam I don't study the cryptos like I do other things, the major indexes, the forex pairs. Not my main thing, but you saw some live stuff here today. You know, we pointed out some possibilities, some opportunities, but the crypto space is real tricky, especially with what's going on in the bigger picture with the dollar, you know. So if the dollar is showing strength, and I think it is, and Bitcoin is going to be under pressure, which I think it is, it's going to be pretty hard to make money in that crypto space on the long side. That's an uphill battle, you know. But it doesn't mean you can't find spots. You can't pick your spots, you know. When these markets get where they're going on a decline, you're going to see me shift, and I'll be more interested in trading the cryptocurrencies. It's just that it's so much money to be made elsewhere. It's easier money. It's easier to make money elsewhere right now than trading in the crypto space. But when the dollar finishes its move and really starts going south again, that'll be the time for me to the reverse will be true. The crypto space will be a space where a lot of stuff is going to jump off. You know, even some shit coins are going to jump off. You know, so it's just going to be a way for a lot of people to make money. You know, in the crypto space. Let's see. You can make money both ways. Does every broker allow you to short cryptocurrencies? And again, I don't trade cryptocurrencies like that. In the beginning, I remember that you couldn't. It's not as easy to short a crypto. Many brokers didn't allow it. It wasn't as easy to do as it is, say, with a stock. You know, so that's why I was saying that. You know, but yeah, if it was as easy to short a crypto as a stock, then yeah, man, you can stay right there in the crypto space and just short everything that pops. Get you a list of the biggest gainers of the week and just sit there and short them. You know, apply technical analysis and look for opportunities to short them. You know, I don't think this is the environment to be long any crypto. You know. So, I mean, I hear people saying, or speaking of crypto, like, it's some safe currency. I'm like, where? I actually hear people saying that. I'm like, where? Look at a dollar chart and tell me when the dollar starts rising. Then you tell me about how safe your crypto is. So the dollar getting ready to pull a move, getting ready to bust a move. That's going on.
You gonna pull up a dollar chart?
Yeah. I think I am. I think I am. Let me get it. I am. Let me see. I just like to look at this. This is that movie we're talking about. I mean, so the whole deal with Bitcoin is this low gonna hold. That's the whole deal. Because all that enthusiasm is gonna die if this low right here folds. And of course, I think we're going below that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the test that Bitcoin has to pass in order to swing the pendulum on its side and really get people excited about it, it's gotta break above this high, which sent the price down. Okay. So far, it has failed so far, and this doesn't look very encouraging. Okay. The symbol is Bitcoin relative to the US dollar. Okay. And the US dollar is getting ready to do some serious damage. It's getting ready to pop its collar and flex its muscle and make y'all put some respect on his name. Okay. The dollar is getting ready to go Debo and put some whoop ass on gold. That's getting ready to happen. And so, and give it a little time, about a week or two. Everybody going to understand that the US dollar is the king. It is the safe haven in times of crisis, period. Okay. And so this is the beginning of that reckoning right here. You're gonna see it. So we'll see. But this is I'm gonna get to the dollar, but let me see something. This is just something basic. Okay, good news. It stayed within the channel. Okay, for you Bitcoin bullish people, that's the best I can say. You put on your chart, and hopefully it stays above there. Okay, it breaks this line. Hopefully it stays above here. Okay, it goes below here. Hopefully it stays below here. You can give it up. It ain't happening. It's just in bigger. My opinion is, I'll say bias. I'll say my bias is coming from looking at longer range charts of the U.S. dollar. What's going on with it? Dollar has a good ways to go. And first thing, without you don't have to be deep or anything. You can see one big sideways movement. Really just one big sideways movement. So dollar had a rise, has been rising since 2011. Okay, it hit a high here in like December 2016. Had a pull back to a low right here in February of 2018. Failed to make a higher high relative to this point. Declined, but it did not go lower. It did not go lower. The dollar found support and made a double bottom, which is very significant technically. Okay, so it found support. It said, I ain't dead yet. I'm still running the show. And so at least for this part of the decline, the dollar made a higher high, and it's still not trying to go. It's trying to head up. Okay, so, but nobody's going to give the dollar any respect until it does this. This for the dollar to go above this will be extremely frightening. If I say when, but just being objective, this could be extremely damaging to all of the other currencies in the world. They will lose value and they're going to flee here. It could be very damaging to a lot of stocks that sell things internationally. Okay, it's damaging to oil, as if oil, which is trading negatively, could stand any more bad news. So dollar going up would put pressure on energy and metals, and the rise in gold has been opportunistic because of the very long sideways movement. And I've never seen nothing like this. This is crazy. This thing has pretty much been going sideways since, let's see, what is that? February of 2015. All this is just one big sideways movement. So gold's entire run from its bottom, and I believe that was 2016. Gold's entire move has occurred during this sideways move of the dollar. At some point, the dollar's got to break out of this channel. Okay. So it's kind of in no man's land. The bulls and the bears both can make an argument that, one can argue that the dollar is going lower, and the other can argue that the dollar is going higher. But I argue that the dollar is going. Let's see, got a little ghost image here of what the price action was back to 1971. The natural trend state for the dollar is down. Okay, value moves from the dollar to oil and metals. That's the typical normal trend state since we came off the gold standard. But there are periods of counter trend movements that can last a while. This counter trend movement lasted from 1978 August to 1985. Okay, so about 7 years. So these things can go a while. Okay, we had another long counter trend movement here, and this is pretty disastrous for oil and gold when you have that type of action in the dollar. And remember, the dollar's low was in 2011. That's 9 years ago. It's going to break out of this and finish its move higher. So look for the dollar to end up in this area, in this area. That's my take, but we'll see how it goes. Right now, like I said, it found the bottom. It didn't make the lower low. Okay, it got some energy here. What we need that to really make a more positive sign. If it does that, if it breaks this and starts approaching this, you're going to really hear about. You're going to hear about it in the news. Other currencies will start dropping, similar to how you saw in that chart with Bitcoin dropping. And remember, it's Bitcoin relative to the US dollar. So as the US dollar gains strength, Bitcoin will lose strength. And so if you are pro Bitcoin and pro gold and pro oil, you need to be anti this dollar rising. But the crisis in the world is going to cause others in the world to fear and mistrust their own economy, and other countries are going to run to this dollar in part because they don't trust their own government, their own economy, and they would rather have the wealth that they've accumulated in a stronger economy, and that's you, that's us, with this large population and with this large military. Okay, so they would rather have their money here, and so that so this not just the pandemic, but the economic slowdown makes the dollar the safer place to be. Okay, because these other countries, their currencies, they may not even have a currency. It could fall so low. Okay, so you look for the stronger currency, and the U.S. dollar is the safe haven. It's the base currency, in the world. It's a safe haven, and so this chart is going to reflect that fact when it breaks out north side. Okay, people are selling oil. When oil is traded in dollars, when you sell oil, you collect dollars. That's not going to stop. People are going to continue to trade their oil for dollars. If gold, or when gold starts falling, these people that have made a lot of money in gold, the smartest thing that they can do is to get out of the trade so they don't lose their money that they've accumulated. Well, how do they do that? They sell. What do they sell for? They sell for US dollars. So there's going to be a transfer of this energy from gold to the dollar. So as people flee this to take profits, because you don't have profit until you sell. You don't have a profit until you sell. And so as people sell to cash in on this profit, this gold is going to die, and the dollar is going to break out. And so you can look for gold to come, more like this, come in this general area. We'll see. We'll see. But this is not a safe place to be. So a myth is going to die. The myth that gold is always safe. And what do you see again? Another one of those triangles. This is not really. This is not as stark as the others. So that's the story. So we've kind of been going sideways in gold now, as the dollar was going sideways. But I think this is one of the most important symbols to watch, because it's not falling, not rising anymore. But a lot of people are hiding out here. This has been the most confident trade going, But when this breaks down, I think the U.S. dollar is going to be the safest place where people are going to go, And there's some dollar ETFs, Let me see what this. I haven't looked at this one in a while. UUP. Back to, man, this was nasty. But yeah, this is an exchange traded fund for the dollar. This is a way that a lot of people are going to participate in this trade. This is, talk about volatility. Look at this. This is scary. So that's never a sign of when the dollar is rising. That's our crisis. All right. People are not putting their money in the dollar when they can buy gold and oil, industrial metals and things like that. But when the economy isn't growing, those commodities don't do well. This is ugly. But that's all I got really for the dollar. I mean, it was really this was supposed to be about crypto, but all of this is interrelated, and that's what we talk about a lot on the Patreon. Not just talk about it, we put up the charts and we watch this stuff in real time. and we see what it is. What's up, Raining Woman? What's going on? My day one. My day one. Thank you for being here. But I'm gonna shut it down. It looks like I might be doing this every weekend. This for at least for the last 2 weeks. I've been on here throwing up stuff, and I'll probably do something tomorrow, looking more specifically at like the S&P 500 stuff, like more retirement account related stuff, more directly related to that, because if people have made their money back on this run up, it would be a shame, if they couldn't keep it, But
they tried to leave us on a cliff again with the S&P the way it closed this week.
Oh yeah. It's something definitely to watch. But everything you heard here today was for entertainment purposes only. Now, no one on this panel is a certified financial planner. Take advantage of all of the information available to you to get a certified financial planner or some financial guidance. Check with your bank, your credit union, and take some of the things that you hear us say and run it past your financial advisor and do what they say. Your financial advisor, they know your age, they know how many dependents you have, they know your debt situation, and so they can help you determine the level of risk that's appropriate for you, a timeline, a whole strategy, and then from within that context, they can tell you some advice that's really more useful to you. Whereas we just some YouTubers, it's talking stuff, and I mean, everything I say could be wrong, and I can just like never come back on YouTube, and there's nothing you can do about it. So don't depend on us, But if you're interested in growing as your knowledge as a trader, and you want to learn more about technical analysis, join my Patreon or join someone else's, but put yourself in an environment where you can learn more, where you can begin to understand this stuff, because a lot of money is made here in these markets. A lot of money made real fast. What's up? What the heck? All right, Sam, I am. Devin Liggins, what's going on? I'm going to shut it down. Thank y'all for riding with me. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.